Death is the subject of much discussion in Coronation Street next week, as Kelly Nealon, Millie Gibson, reels in the wake of Mum Laura's, Kel Allen, passing. The teen, however, soon has other things on her mind, after she makes a discovery about Dad Rick, Greg Wood, and what she's set to inherit. Gary Windus, Mikey North, meanwhile, attends Rick's funeral with Kelly and Maria Connor, Samir Longchambon, by his side, and things take quite an interesting turn. Elsewhere, Abby Webster, Sally Carman, makes a huge discovery about Imran Habib, Charlie D'Amelio. It's set to be an unmissable week on the cobbles, that's for sure, and for a more in-depth look at what you can expect from next week, here's your weekly breakdown of upcoming episodes. Monday, April 11th. Kelly does her best to come to terms with her mum's death, but she's soon overwhelmed as she discovers that she stands to inherit everything from her dad, including the family home. She asks Gary to go and check on the house for her. Gary does just that, and is confronted with a photo of a smiling Rick. He packs up some belongings to bring back to Kelly, but Kelly is soon overcome with emotion and hurries out. Alone in Victoria Garden, she takes out Laura's little bottle of morphine from her pocket and unscrews the top, just as Abby arrives. Toya's heart breaks as Elsie leaves with the social worker. Having drowned her sorrows, she drunkenly heads to the solicitors to have it out with Imran, but Adam tells her he has gone to visit Alfie. When Imran returns, he asks her to let him put things right. Toya, however, leaves him in no doubt about how she feels. A smitten Sam admits to Hope and Roy that he likes his new chess opponent, Jelena. Roy suggests that Sam talk to his dad about matters of the heart. Nick is chuffed to help out and gives Sam some fatherly advice. An upset Mrs. Crawshaw confides in Daniel, explaining that her husband has left her. Daniel offers to take over the planning of the trip to Edinburgh and is pleased when Nicky offers to help. How will Daisy react? Sarah explains to Michael and Faye that they desperately need more orders and thus they're offering a weekly bonus to the person with the best sales figures. Who will be in the money? Wednesday, April 13th. Imran tells Abby that he is flat hunting and suggests that she could move in with Alfie. Abby, however, turns him down. Hearing from Kelly about how Abby saved her from taking the morphine, Imran is alarmed that Abby now is in possession of a bottle of morphine. He shares his fears with Toya and tells her that he intends to fight for custody of Alfie and he would love her to help him raise his son, as a family. How will Toya react? In the factory, Faye shows Craig a fertility app she's downloaded to her phone. Craig confides in Beth that Faye wants to start a family. He feels it's too soon, but hasn't the heart to tell her. Unable to hold her tongue, Beth tells Faye that Craig isn't ready for a baby. Faye's shocked. When Maria admits that she might not attend Rick's funeral as she has her council reputation to think about, Gary's angry and reckons she should be putting Kelly first. Will Maria change her mind? Mrs. Crawshaw calls at the cafe and after a futile attempt to flirt with Roy, thanks Daniel for agreeing to organize the school trip with Nicky's help. Daisy's taken aback. Mrs. Crawshaw calls at Daniel's flat waving a bottle of wine and insisting he call her Orla. How will Daniel deal with his boss making a pass at him? Billy's concerned to realize Summer has been up all night revising and warns her she'll burn herself out, sending her blood sugars all over the place. Oddie calls to see Summer, but she sends him packing and when Billy reminds her that she promised to help out at the church, Summer's adamant she hasn't got time. Billy's worried. Amy promises Billy she will try and help speak to Summer. Friday, April 15th. A determined Abby tells Kevin she would like to return to work so she can afford to buy some things for Alfie, but she is shocked when she discovers that Imran plans to fight her for custody of their son. Abby meets up with solicitor Elliot and tells him she wants to apply for full custody of Alfie. Abby approaches Imran and reveals her intention to fight him all the way for custody of Alfie. Meanwhile, Imran resorts to dirty tricks. Amy calls for Summer and persuades her to take a break and come for a quick coffee. When Roy gives them bacon sandwiches on the house, Summer pretends to be grateful and the girls take them back to the flat to eat. Amy leaves but returns to pick up her phone and is shocked to hear Summer retching in the bathroom. Summer attempts to cover, but Amy's not convinced and threatens to speak to Billy about it. Clearly stressed, Summer begs her not to and promises it won't happen again. Gary, Maria and Kelly arrive for Rick's funeral. Gary glances nervously about, hoping that none of Rick's cronies are going to turn up. As they gather at Rick's graveside, a man approaches and spits on Rick's coffin, telling Kelly that he hopes he rots in hell. Gary snaps and punches the man. No one notices a photographer lurking in the bushes. When Daniel reveals that he's spending the day working with Nikki, Daisy is annoyed. Daisy admits to Jenny that she's not happy about Daniel spending so much time with Nikki. She takes Jenny's advice and asks Nikki to join her for a drink to quiz her about her feelings for Daniel. Sarah and Carlo are dumbfounded as Kirk manages to win over the new client. He shows him round the packing area. Suitably impressed, Mr. Geronimo places an order. At Beth's insistence, Carla and Sarah reluctantly agree to promote Kirk and give him the title of Extra Office Administrator.